Hello, tarot friends. This is Ultraviolet Morgan, and we are about to do some free live tarot readings. All right, first, I'm going to do my best to get my image adjusted. This is my background. I hope you enjoy it. Okay. And we're going to be using the Morgan Greer Tarot. Here we go. And the Aquarian Tarot. Some fantastic, there we go, 70s style tarot decks. So first of all, we're kind of waiting to see who all's going to jump on. It usually takes a few minutes. And then all of a sudden, we're drowning in requests. Oh, let's... Huh. Okay, it says I'm live. And then I go to my channel and all I can see is previous live. All right, here we go. Free tarot live readings. Andrea Messias, welcome. Amaris Cunningham, welcome. All right, I'm good now that I got things underway. I got a slightly new little thing going on. I got my laptop up on top of a step stool, so I'm trying a different angle. So we'll kind of see how that goes. Let me see. Got a painting in the background, a step stool, and a shoebox because we are massively high tech up in here. Thanks for joining us, tarot friends. Let's see. Before we get started, I wanted to give a shout out to, let me see. I believe it's called Marley's Tarot. Let me double check. Marley. Yes, Marley's Tarot. MARLEY''S Tarot. And I got a chance to hang out, it was a little while ago now, on her channel. She also does free live tarot readings. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed hanging out on her page, so I just wanted to give her a shout out. One of her last ones, she uses a whiteboard with her Cash App or PayPal, and then she lets you know when she's open and closed for questions and donations. I like her setup. She's a little more organized maybe than I am, but so I'm just looking at her page right now, and she's got a little quote on the bottom that says, "Take no shit from any human," signed the Pinterest cat. So I like her little quote thing. I did have a little taggy thing I made, but I'm just not going to use it today. So Andrea, thanks for subscribing. I am working on trying to get my subscriptions up. My nearest goal checkpoint is 500, and My, of course, real goal is to hit that 1K. Deidre, hi. Misha, hi. Thanks. How are you guys? I'm doing great. I'm going to be reading with the 2 decks that are from the 70s, which is when tarot really had a really big resurgence, at that time. I got the Morgan Greer in my hand. I want to see. Yep, okay. I wasn't really for sure if I could really give him a good... Woo! They're slippery. I gotta wear these down. They're beautiful cards, but they're brand new. And I ordered them off Amazon. I wasn't entirely sure if I was going to be getting a new deck or an older deck. And I would have been thrilled to get a used deck, but I got a brand new wrapped up deck and they are so slippery. But my Aquarian is an adorable, most lovely secondhand deck. You can even see the box has got some wear and tear on it. And these are just soft and, well loved. It's delightful. I have just such a love for these older decks. Before tarot decks were so trendy and they were just mass market produced. Even back then, publishing was so much more expensive and difficult than it is today. And now it's like a new deck comes out every, I swear, 5 seconds. Andrea, sure, go ahead. What's your question? I'm not gonna lie, this Aquarian deck is a little tricky to shuffle. Amaris Cunningham, yes, you may be next. Andrea would like to know, will Brandon come back in my life? Oops. Andrea, okay. I like to just tab my cards on your picture. It's just a thing I do. But someone commented and it moved. So, will Brandon come back into Andrea's life? We would like to know. Got the 6 of Rods. Page of Pentacles. I'm going to go with one more. Just flew on right out. The 9 of Rods in reverse. Whoops. I'm trying. So with the 9 of Wands in reverse, to me, it sort of feels like there is something holding him back. The Page of Pentacles is a forward motion, but it's slower. It's slowed down. So it could be that he's heading or, considering, thinking, he's like mentally in the neighborhood of that. It looks like he's kind of riding high on some success or attention right now that may be kind of distracting him. But at the same time, with the 9 of Rods in reverse, It feels to me like he has some things like that he needs to work through, some sort of defensive issues. That's what I'm feeling, is that he has some feeling of being attacked, or being, what's the word I want, criticized. That's not it. Persecuted. I feel like maybe he's got a little bit of a persecution complex. It doesn't seem like he is the type to be the one to take the responsibility, or he's not good at apologizing or accepting the blame. So that is what appears to be the barrier to me, to his return, is kind of swallowing the pride and and being willing to, or even able, as some people just simply cannot see outside of their own perspective, cannot see when the fault lies with themselves. So it seems like he's kind of slowly considering wanting to turn around back into your direction, but at the same time, he's really struggling with accepting his part of the blame. So I hope that helps. I would say that maybe if he does come back again, it's slow with the Page of Pentacles. It's slow, so it could be a while. Obviously probably not until into the next year. But also, I don't see him admitting his wrongdoing and his part, so that could become an issue. Oops. I don't know if I should just lay them down. I feel like you really can't see them that way. Try to adjust and see what happens. All right, that might work. All right, let me see who else. So that's your reading, Andrea, sorry. Okay, Maris, you did ask your question. Annika, will I reconcile with B in December? Okay, we want to know if Annika is going to reconcile in December with B. Whoa, we had a lot of cards fall out, so we're going to take a breath. Will I reconcile with B in December? So what I'm seeing is, with the Five of Cups in reverse, it looks like it was a really very difficult loss. With the card in reverse, it does feel like some healing is taking place and some forward motion with the Three of Pentacles, which we also can see a group effort, teamwork, working together. However, the three, of course, can also involve a third entity in some way, which can be helpful or troublesome. And then we have the Moon card. I'm wondering if I scooch this a little bit more. See if I can adjust this so I can get the best view of the cards. That's a little better. So the Moon card gives us sort of the opposite of clarity, the Moon card. And also can suggest some, what's the word? Why can't I think of such a simple word? Deception. Moon card can suggest some deception going on. So, well, we have healing and we have growth and we have teamwork, but we also have deception. We also have things are not quite as they seem. The question is if you'll reconcile with B in December. I feel like there's healing and there's forward motion, but I feel like B is still keeping something really big back from you, something quite important, so that is really standing in the way of a full reconciliation. There could be that it really could be that there is some interest on B's part in another person. But I also feel like there's something more. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting a really strong feeling that B has something quite shocking that they're not telling you. So I do feel like there's going to be healing for you, but I don't think that a reunion with B is in the cards, so to speak. At least not in the way that you're, currently thinking and desiring for December. And I'm not really. It's showing some deception, but it's also not showing the deception coming out yet in December. So there's things that are going on that you are not aware of. Amaris Cunningham, what's coming up for me next? Ooh, I love that. Nice open-ended question. Let's see. Amaris. Okay. What's coming up for Amaris? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Queen of Cups. And then, wow. Okay. My queen popped right out, and then everything followed. So they gave me sort of a feeling of a lot of emotions, okay? It reminded me of that that meme of all the feels, like a wave of emotion. Because the Queen of Cups does represent emotion, and it was like a rush, a huge waterfall. So it does feel like something that's coming up for you is going to be very emotional. And this could be, various types of emotions. Although we do see the Three of Swords, which can represent heartbreak, but it also can represent just some painful growth. And then we have the World. So I do see what's coming up for you is some growth and some new knowledge. Swords represent thoughts and knowledge, information. They can also represent opinions and words. But for you, I'm really seeing some knowledge and some growth. Three of Swords for me also represents a metaphorical labor pains of something that is coming into fruition. But just like the birth of a child, it's not without pain, hard work, and sacrifice. So what feels like suffering to you is the birthing of something new and something really big, because again, we've got the Queen of Cups and we've got all this emotion, and we had the emotion just pouring out. And then we've got the World. I mean, what's bigger than the World, right? So I feel like very, very big emotional changes are occurring, but also realizations come along with those. So it feels like what I'm seeing is kind of a level up that may not feel right away like a level up. There's a lot of realizations of, oh, okay, so that wasn't good. That wasn't what I thought it was. That wasn't love. That wasn't maybe the way that I was treated in my childhood, for example. I don't know why, but that's sort of entering in like realization that some things, that you grew up thinking were normal are not normal or not healthy. It's like the point is that it's like you're realizing that you don't want to continue those cycles. You don't want to it's like a just dawning that the situation was much more effed up than you thought it was, and you don't have to continue that way, if that sort of makes sense. So it's not like something new is going to happen to you that's bad. It's that you're going to realize that things weren't what you thought they were, and know that things need to change moving forward, because you don't want to be trapped in those old patterns anymore. And it's going to feel like a lot of emotion and a lot of release. And it sounds terrible, but it's not. It's like a very good first step onto some really, really good things going forward. So I feel like that was maybe slightly heavier than what you were expecting for an answer, but I hope that, if I can find that helpful. Let me see. Let's look at our comments. Mika Emrys. Andrea, it resonates. He doesn't admit his wrongdoings. You're welcome, Andrea. Thank you for joining and for asking. Vrinda, sorry. Vrinda, hi Vrinda. Thank you for joining. I hope that you'll like and subscribe. Deidre, will FJ and I reconcile with our friendship? Let me see. Hold on. Amaris. Thanks. I'll carry it. Okay. You're welcome. Deidre, will FJ and I reconcile our friendship? Whoa. I dropped my phone. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Will FJ and Deidre reconcile their friendship? Okay. The Page of Pentacles. It's a new beginning, right? I say right, like you don't know. Okay. Ooh, Justice. So there's a balancing. These cards just want to fly everywhere. Will there be a reconciliation with this friendship? It looks like it feels like there needs to be some accounting for something, some correction. You know, if there's I'm assuming their apologies need to be made. But maybe more, maybe amends, some work. Okay, so then we have the Hanged Man. So it's feeling to me like there needs to be an adjustment. There needs to be some looking at things from each other's perspective in order for there to be forward healing. The Page of Pentacles moves very slowly, but also thinks about the future, thinks about investments. So I think that if you invest the time and effort to balance the scales, to look at things from FJ's point of view, and continue to work on the reconciliation and let FJ know that you are so if you come at them softly, and if you come at someone softly, or let's say if you come at someone with, you did me wrong, you owe me an apology, they're going to get defensive. That's just how it goes. They're going to get defensive, and you'll probably just sort of push them away. But when we come at people with, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have assumed that you meant that, or I should have been, clearer. I should have given you a chance to explain yourself, whatever small our part is, when we come to others with our apology and with our own sort of softness and our own attempts to try to make things right, even if they're largely in the wrong, it doesn't always happen. I mean, some people will take that and run, but I think a lot of times if we give the good faith effort to go first, and the other person is healthy and not a narcissist, in which case, if said person is a narcissist, then you do not want to reconcile. But if they're a normal person and you come to them with your apology and your ability to see from their point of view, they're more likely to be able to see your point of view. And so cards are indicating to me that I feel like you've been making a slow and steady effort, you've never really given up on it, even if you took a step back, because that was what was necessary, and that's okay too. But I do feel like if you're making the effort, that it is worthwhile, as long as you are able to just kind of step outside of yourself a little bit and see and be able to come with your like weapons down, and it's difficult. It's difficult to come at someone and be vulnerable when they have the power to hurt you. But I really feel like that's what the cards are saying here, is that you may have to be allow yourself to be vulnerable to this person, and then let their response kind of help you figure out where to go from there. If their friendship is worth preserving, then they're not going to use your vulnerability against you or to hurt you, So, yeah, I see hope for that. I see hope for that if you continue to make that effort. I hope that was helpful. Okay. Srishti Sumana Bora. Hi there, Srishti. Why have I been feeling so lonely and depressed lately? Oh man. Same though. I just asked my cards the other day, why am I sad? So I'm gonna focus on you. Not my sadness, but yours. Why is Srishti lonely and depressed lately? Okay. Page of Swords in reverse. The Hanged Man. Why is Srishti feeling this way? Okay. Okay. So what I'm seeing is that you're in your head a lot. There's a lot in your head. There's a lot of thoughts that are circling that are not productive and that are not that are negative towards yourself. So like just a lot of negative self-talk, a lot of saying, I can't do this, I'm an idiot, I don't even want to say those things, but so I'm feeling like there's where you're being very negative towards yourself with your thoughts. And also that your thoughts are sort of circling around, and also there's like a newness, or like the thoughts are just they're kind of vague. They're like, see, now I can't even talk. They're like, I can't, or I that won't work. But it's all very like floaty and misty and foggy and vague. Okay. I would recommend journaling or writing them out. But so right at the beginning of your thought, right? And then kind of ask why, or ask more. Okay. So kind of ask yourself, can you expand on that? So make sure you're not just saying the same thing over and over, but kind of dig further into it to make your problems. See, the thing, I'll do this sometimes, is when I have a problem, my mind will sort of obscure it. It'll just kind of fog it all up, right? And so you need to cut through that. You need to clarify it. You need to your negative feelings are like, I just can't do anything right, say, maybe. So, all right, so I can't do anything right. So what specifically can I do right? You got to get more and more specific, and then you got to say, okay, well, why can't I fix that? Or is it really true that I can't fix that? Kind of question yourself, like, is this a thought? Is this a fact, or is it just a thought? So just because we have a thought about ourselves doesn't mean that it's true. So pick it apart like monkey bread, okay? I don't know why that just came into my head. Pick it apart like monkey bread. And then the hangman is really asking you to look at it from a different perspective. Be a friend, pretend that you have a friend who says these things. What would you say? What I do with my friend a lot of times when I don't have an answer is I start asking her questions. She says, should I say XYZ to so and so? Well, what happens if you do? What happens if you don't? How will you feel if they react this way? How will you feel if they react the oppositely way? Will you be satisfied that you made the effort, or will you feel bad? Play it out all the way to the end. Okay. So I think that your feelings are rooted in these thoughts that are just, they're not fully formed and they're negative, but you're not questioning them. Okay. So sort of question them, and play them out to their conclusion. And maybe you'll find at the conclusion, the logical conclusion of some of your thoughts may be, okay, that really doesn't make sense. But then if the logical conclusion, it's, you're probably, don't be afraid to do that, because once you pin it down to something more concrete, you can deal with it in a concrete way. So, a lot of, also to the weather, or not the weather, but the lack of sunlight this time of year really makes it difficult on people. And literally so many times, Facebook keeps reminding me that over and over I've said, I don't feel bad right now because of the lack of sunlight. And yet, every year I'm saying that. So, I don't think that's what it is, but it is having an effect on me that I'm not aware of. So anyway, also with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you're spending a lot of time alone, again in your head. If you have people that you can connect with, maybe you're feeling like you don't have anyone to connect with. Maybe you're feeling sort of cut off from people. If there's any way you can make an effort to maybe just have a short conversation with someone in your family or friends. There's definitely the feeling of a lack of connection with the Nine of Pentacles, and it's a card of independence. It's generally a really positive card, but maybe you're trying to do a little bit too much alone. And I was really only going to draw 3 cards, but the last 2 came out together, and so we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. And this honestly tells me that you really probably need a good cry. You need to release a lot of this stuff. So in the times when you are alone, I think maybe you're afraid to feel those sad emotions, but it doesn't get rid of them. So, to move past them, you need to release them. You need to let it out. You need to let that cry out. So, do whatever it is. Watch a sad movie, listen to sad songs, write some poetry. Feel sorry for yourself. It's okay to feel sorry for yourself as long as you limit it to a small amount of time, and just make yourself just feel as sorry for yourself as you can. Like, say, I am going to feel bad for myself for 10 minutes or whatever. I don't know. Or maybe I find with a lot of these like moody things, they're so vague in general, you know? So like pin down what you're sad about or just, tap into it so that you can really give it the attention it wants. Okay? Our sad feelings are wanting this attention, and we're like pushing them over to the corner so they keep like nagging at us like a little kid, like wanting attention. So we need to give those sad feelings that attention and then like the release. And it's never been true that anyone has ever started crying and not been able to stop, like, ever. I've cried, and I've like cried good for an hour, but I've never, yes, there's times where you cry where you can't stop for a while, but it's never been the case where someone really never stopped crying. So yeah, I just feel like you got the negative self-talk and you've got the vague thoughts kind of banging around in your head. You've got some isolation, and you got just have a need to like pay attention to those feelings and release them. So I think that will help. If that doesn't help, don't be afraid to call a helpline, or a therapist, or so depending on your insurance and where you live, there I feel like it's really worth it to call somewhere, find out if they have a sliding scale, if they have free counseling sometimes is available, if they can refer you to where there is some. There may be an online like support group. Therapy is often available over the phone, so you don't have to go anywhere. Sometimes even if you don't feel like you need therapy, it's helpful just to have someone to talk to that's gotta talk to you because it's their job. At least you know they're going to be there every week or twice a week or whatever. So yeah, if that feels like it's not, clearing up after a little while, definitely seek some outside help. But I do think that those are some things that you can focus on for yourself is negative and vague thoughts. And see, now don't think that's the same thing. Don't think that acknowledging your emotions is giving into negative thoughts. It's not. It's not. We need to acknowledge our emotions and uh, and release them through tears or through whatever. This is an ace. This is a cup with water, or the show's light, but a lot of times it's water pouring out, which is tears. It's literally showing a release, a physical release of those emotions. That is not giving into negativity. Giving into negativity is believing rude things about yourself that you wouldn't let your friends say about, you wouldn't let someone say about your friends. Okay, that's giving into negativity. So pay attention to your sad feelings and pay attention to your negative thoughts so that you can question them, so that you can actually bring them up. And yeah, this one I'm taking a minute on this one, and that's fine. You don't want to keep trying to bury them. See how these thoughts are a sword? So you don't want to, let's your negative thoughts are like needles, okay? They're sharp, they're pointy. And if you've got a bunch of needles and you bury them under your blankets because your blankets are soft, you're going to poke yourself. You're going to keep poking yourself and not knowing why. So you really don't, there's no point in just burying these pokey, pointy thoughts. You want to bring them up so you can examine them, right? And then put them where they belong, which it could be, I'm an idiot, could be one of your thoughts, right? I'm an idiot. So you can examine that and you can determine whether or not that's true. I'm going to say it's, probably not. The fact that, give yourself credit for the fact that you are actively trying to solve this problem of yours. And I say that makes you not an idiot, okay? I don't even know that. Maybe that's not your thought, but I'm just saying, this is an example, right? So this is a thought you want to question and think about in terms of how you talk about yourself. But yet another needle might be, okay, I need to, I owe my sister $50 and I don't know how I'm going to pay her back. That needle goes in a different spot because that's a needle that's a problem that needs to be solved, right? So you should bring all these needles up and sort through them. And some of them are straight up trash and can go in the trash. Some of them can be questioned, examined, looked at from another perspective. Some of them are problems to be solved, etc., so on. So I hope that was helpful. I feel like, maybe you didn't even need or want. Maybe your question was answered ages ago and you're like, why is she still talking? I don't know. I do hope that is helpful for you. You're welcome, Tristy. All right. Sorry, guys. I mean, I'm not sorry. Not sorry at all. Anybody who has a question can ask a question. Miss Irene, thank you for liking. I hope that you subscribed. We're getting those subscriptions up. 500 is what we want. 500 subscribers. It almost feels impossible right now, but I know that it's not. Phallic and sorry, ma'am. Please do my reading. Also, B have posted my question. Okay. Falak and sorry. What is your question, please? I do not see a question as of yet. If you've already posted it below, maybe I'll get to it. I guess, but I don't see it. Blazing Sagittarian. Hello, Blazing Sagittarian. I like your name for the following reasons. One, I can pronounce it. No offense, because I'm not trying to offend anyone whose name I can't pronounce. I actually don't want to offend you by mispronouncing your name, if that makes sense. But also, yeah, it's just cool. Blazing Sagittarian. Sagittarian is a sign, fire sign, that I know probably the least amount about. I can never, when someone says guess, you ever read, guess my sign posts? It's always, I can never guess Sagittarius. I can never. Does Layup love me? Let me see. We'll call him L, okay? Does L love Blazing Sagittarius? That is a big question, and I feel like perhaps you should be asking L. However, we have the Hanged Man in reverse, which says to me, you need to look at this question from a different perspective. Ooh. Right? Got the moon in reverse. So there are some things that you're definitely not seeing, or that you're someone's fooling you, or you're fooling yourself. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, which is kind of the outside looking in. So you're feeling, to me, it says that you're feeling like you're not being loved by this person. You're feeling that kind of a sense of rejection or being locked out. And maybe you can feel that there's something that they're not telling you. It does seem like what the Hangman talks about, looking at things from a different perspective. So I feel like, investigation is coming up. I feel like the issue is the idea that you're not feeling the love, more so than whether or not they have the love. And it really looks like something that you need to it really feels like you need to address this with them, but you also need to kind of pay attention to the way they're acting, I guess. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to switch over to my other deck. Because I love this beautiful Mockingbird deck, and I haven't been using it. Sharon Fiorentino. Are you Italian? And if so, are you in Italia? Italy, that is. Ask a free question too when it's my turn. Sure, go right ahead and ask. No problem. Miss Irene, will I get my money today? Thank you so much. Oh, Miss Irene. Will Miss Irene get her money today? Is that money gonna be here today? Okay. Somebody's not working. Hold on. Let's see. Miss Irene, get her money today, please. Five of Pentacles is a card of loss. We've got these Eight of Pentacles, which is working, but it's in reverse. So someone's not working, they're out of work, or they're missing work, or they're not doing the work. There's some definite hold up with your money. It could also be that the person who owes you the money is experiencing some financial hardships of their own, and they may need some compassion. On the other hand, perhaps you need some compassion because you may need that money very seriously for some things as well. But it looks like a blockage to me. We have the Two of Wands, so this is like a forward looking, but yet here in this card he's kind of facing back. He's looking at this person who's not doing what they need to do in order to be able to make the payment. So it doesn't look like today is your day. Sorry about that. Deidre, you're so welcome. Elsie Marie Christian, something for me. Did you just want a general reading? Is that what? Okay, if you're watching, be sure to like and subscribe, especially subscribe, because that way if you click that bell, you'll know when I come on again. And also you really help the channel out and me. And we are trying to bring it up to 500 subscribers as our benchmark, on our way to 1,000. And I do plan to do a giveaway of a free Celtic Cross reading to one subscriber once I reach 500. Okay, Elsie Marie Christensen says something for me, Gemini from Denmark. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a general reading for our Gemini from Denmark. Something for Elsie from Denmark. The Gemini. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, that's Gemini energy. Happened all over the place. Elsie, whoop, whoop. Oh, secrets might be coming out. A relative who's passed on. Secrets from a relative that's passed on, or something found, like in some old paper, jewelries, old items. About old rivalries. Romantic rivalries, maybe. Wow, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I feel like something is coming up from some like secret or mystery or something. Like it could be like an old story that no one knew. I feel like it has to do with ancestors that came to where you are. It's super weird. I feel like there's just like this exciting discovery or something. Some old item, some old object is giving away someone's secrets who has already passed. And it could have to do with, like, feeling like a romantic rivalry, because I'm feeling like, like two sisters fighting over a man or something like that, or like, I don't know. This is not, it's like just a weird, like, family secrets, but not in a bad way, but just like, I feel like something being, some family secrets being revealed or uncovered. I don't know why. It's just weird. Okay. Christmas is coming up. Maybe some time spent with family is just going to uncover some new stories you've not heard before. I feel like they're exciting. Like, I feel like just something, you're learning something about yourself that, is related to your family or whatever that you didn't know. So that's your general reading. Cards just went and did their own weird thing. Okay. That's something for Elsie Marie. Dua Pari. Go bar marriage possible, past person. Sohail. Okay. I can't read that because I can't read that. Like, I can't do a reading on that because I don't understand the question. Phoenix 369. Will they take to connect with me? Okay. I want to know if we see a connection for Phoenix. We want to know if we're going to see connecting cards. For Phoenix. Ten of Swords. Something that's not quite over, or something that's lingering but could be painful, or it could be a release of pain. Okay. Looking for a connection. We want to know. Will they take to connect with me? We want to know about a connection with Phoenix. Okay. Connection. Okay. So we've got something very heavy to carry and something to defend. Okay. We've got release of pain or holding on to pain. Something is not ending, so the connection is not ending, but it's also a burden and something that requires defense. So I feel like there's not a release, but it also doesn't feel like a healthy connection. It could be maybe that you could be the one that's holding on too long. I don't know. It just feels like a painful connection to me. Pranali Wakode. How will be the result of AOC? Okay, I don't know what AOC is, so I'm going to kind of see what happens. And I'll see if I can predict a result of something. I don't know what it is. What will the result of AOC be? Okay. Results. What is the results? What's the result of the AOC? There we go. There we go. Okay. There's rules to follow. There's steps to follow. There's rules. There's steps. There's a procedure. There's a proper procedure. Okay. There's somebody not wanting to follow the procedure. Trying to shake things up. And the Queen of Wands. Okay. That indicates something rather dramatic. Dramatic, colorful. Bright. Is that the word I want? The outcome is going to be quite dramatic. It's really all I can tell you. Someone is not going to play by the rules, and it could be explosive. Anaya Verma. Hello. Iman said something and went away. Sorry about that. Rachel said something and went away. Okay, Iman. Hello. Current thoughts of Ayub Virgo towards me. No contact. Okay, we're in a no contact situation and we want to know, how does A feel about E during this time where they're not in contact right now? Currently, how does A feel about E? Oops. It looks like A is thinking about the past and how good things were once. How much you enjoyed being together. Even this card sometimes can represent nostalgia and also pleasure. In some decks, it is a grown-up kind of pleasure. But in this one, it's sort of depicted as an innocent sort of pleasure. So whichever way that you did enjoy each other, or both perhaps, it does seem like they are looking at that and seeing that, yes, the past was something that they enjoyed and that they miss. But I would say that there's been a lot of hurt. Okay, so I feel like even the happy times that they're remembering are not untouched by, sort of a bittersweetness. And we do have the death card in reverse, but it's in reverse, so it feels like they're kind of stuck in remembering the past, feeling the pain, not really sure if they're ready to walk away. Not sure if they're ready for it to end, but at the same time, they're not feeling willing to get back into the pain of it. So it seems like they're, like you're definitely on their mind, but they're not making a decision one way or the other. But they are thinking fondly of good times and past. But unfortunately, they are their own sort of pain. Okay, I just flipped my cards, so some of them are upside down and some of them are right side up. Let's see, where am I? If Miss Irene is still around, sorry that I did do your reading and it didn't look like today was the day to get your money, but I will be happy to be wrong. Please do come back and let me know if you get your money today. Renee Walters. Hello, liked and subscribed. Thank you very much. Melissa Herbert. First time watching from Baton Rouge. Awesome. You may be added if you have a question. Renee Walters. How does Elise currently feel about me? Okay. Oh. Well, Sun would suggest some warm feelings. Let's see what else we got. How does Elise feel? Elise's current feelings. Whoa, okay. Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, nice. Okay. So these are warm, caretaking, nurturing, wanna maybe cook for you type of feelings. Wanna make sure you have a good holiday. Make sure that you're warm. And have all of your needs met. This feels to me like both warm feelings and, real concern for your well-being. I am still looking for a third card, but sometimes they just don't. Lisa's feelings. Getting a very strong maternal caretaking, like I said, they want to make sure that you are well fed, well taken care of. Your feelings are warm and welcoming. Feels like this person is very a Page of Pentacles. Okay, look at that. This feels like the very beginning or some early stages of someone with a very strong inclination to take care of you and to care for and about you. Warm feelings, feelings of attraction, but again, in a really practical way. So if they're indicating, if you're like, does this person like me because they don't seem necessarily flirtatious, but they're giving a lot of concern, I suppose. I feel like yes. Like that is their way of showing that they care. Oh, very, very sunny and warm. Definitely have warm feelings. They want the best for you. And I do think there is some attraction there. Melissa liked and subscribed. Thank you. Shruti, thank you so much for helping me out. You're welcome. Cup of tea with $3 worth of sugar and cookies. Does SE want to reconcile with me and be friends again if I reach out? Wow. Okay. Good morning. Okay, I do have a lot, so I'm going to cut it off at the bottom here. No more readings after this. I'm going to try to get to that line. Sorry. Cup of tea with sugar and cookies. Does SE want to reconcile and be friends again if I reach out? Okay, to me, it feels very much like SE is it looks like there was a lot of destruction done, and it feels like you're holding on to SE, and SE is maybe not holding on to you. And for somehow, there's also some what is the word I want? there's some sneakiness. There's some... So to me, it feels like Essie does not really want to reconnect. But it could be that there's another person involved that's sowing some discord, or it could also be that they were already trying to sabotage the relationship, but they wanted to make it look like it was your fault. So now they left you with these feelings of guilt and wanting to fix things, feeling like you can fix things because you feel like it was your fault. But it wasn't. They were actually looking for a way out before all this happened. But they just wanted to make you look like the bad guy. That's the reading that I got. Sorry, I don't think that's probably what you wanted to hear. Okay. Sharon with the Italian sounding name. Fiorentino. My question is C thinking of me these days, or is C mad at me? Thank you for your kindness and light to you. Thank you, Sharon. Okay. Is C... How does C feel towards Sharon? What? Okay, so there is some... Yeah. We do see some disagreement or struggle or frustration. You know? Okay. All right. So I feel they've got a little bit of a grudge, okay? They are upset, but I think underneath it, okay. So it feels like they've got a grudge. They've got some resentment. Underneath it, they know that it's not forever, but it's like, I feel mad right now, and I kind of want to stay in that kind of mad feeling. Someday, somehow, I'm going to make it all right, but not right now. I know you're wondering when. Song by Nickelback. So, yeah, I'm getting like, no, I don't want to like cut ties with you, but I kind of don't want to admit it just yet. I want to just kind of stay in this mad space for a few minutes, for a little bit, like, because with the five of wands is a fight, but it's not that serious. It's not that deep, with the 5 of wands. So it's like, they're holding on to a bit of a grudge, I guess. But I feel like underneath it, they still have good feelings for you. And whoever it was that won the fight, whether it was you that won the fight the last time you had a disagreement, either they're a bad loser or they're a bad winner. But they're still holding on to this is just a temporary thing. We'll get over it, but not yet. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling for you. You need a little time. It's just like, they gotta stomp their feet. That's what I'm getting. Like they need a little time to stomp their feet and put on a little show and kind of like, like when you're mad at somebody, the fine line between love and hate, kind of. When you're mad at somebody, you don't. It suggests there's still a connection. It suggests that you care. It doesn't feel like it's real deep, though. They're just grumpy. They don't want to admit that they're not as mad as they appear to be. Uma Nagja. Ma'am, Mary, study or career Koliki. Thank you for subscribing, but I cannot understand your question. I only can read in English. I'm sorry. Okay. Ingo Linfield. Hello, is he still cheating, texting others, or has he stopped? Ooh, Ingo. Let's see. I mean, Inga. Is Inga's man still being naughty? Let us know. I think his man is on the naughty list. Wow, my cards just do not want to say. Oh, maybe because I didn't have one line. Okay, so it kind of looks like he's working hard at something. Oh, he's taking. Hold on. Cards are falling. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Cards will not stay in my hands, okay? But I'm looking at your card here, and I see this man with a hoe in his hands. Now, in America, that ain't a good thing. And the star is pouring her water out in two places. And I would like one more card to let us know if this man is still continuing to be unfaithful. Even after he done got caught. And found out. Okay, look at this. We got this man is giving his coin out to two separate hands. This person is pouring their jug out in 2 piles, and this man has got a hoe in his hand. So, to me, it really feels like he hasn't changed his ways. He's still dividing himself between at least 2 parties. He's got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, just like the stars. Got 1 foot in the water and 1 on the ground. He's trying to have his cake and eat it too. He wants to keep you at home, sitting by the phone, waiting for him. So you're not out there seeing what else could be better. So you're not out there seeing what he might be up to, okay? He wants you to be faithful. He wants you to be stuck on him and doing his laundry. Packing his lunch. Taking care of his needs. Okay. He doesn't want to give up what you provide. Giving him the good loving. He doesn't want to give up what you're providing, but yeah. The thing is, most of those other things are nothing, they're play, they're play, they're for fun. Those other people are not serious or not either not going to be meeting his needs, or if they do, if he finds someone else to take care of him, he probably will bounce over there, let them take care of him. But then when they, he gets on the wrong side of them, he might try to come back over to you again. So to me, yeah, it looks like he's still passing out his candy with both hands. I would not trust that guy. Okay. Unstuck says namaste. Unstuck, if you've asked your question, I will find it and answer it. Melissa Herbert, I'm a Capricorn dating a Leo since July. Will this relationship last and will find a better job? Thanks and happy holidays. Okay. Melissa Herbert. One, we want to know, how long is this relationship going to last? Okay. Death in reverse, the Hermit in reverse. I don't know why I was going to say Herbert. Because that's your name, Herbert. Hermit. Okay, that did something in my head. So, these are in reverse. It's kind of a weird way of saying, that it's not coming to an end or leading to loneliness, right? But then you also want to know about, will you find a better job? We do have the 9 of Cups, which is the wish card. So it feels like you will be able to find a better job and spend the holidays with your partner, or, that your relationship is lasting for now at least. It also could be that this relationship, this is interesting because you're looking for a new job. So because the Death card does represent transitions, And so this relationship could be kind of a big transition for you. And the Hermit can represent knowledge, learning. So I feel like this is a relationship where you're learning a lot about yourself, your needs, your communication. It's not the word I want, but communication, yes, but your attachment style, your yeah. I feel like you're learning a lot about yourself and sort of transitioning, and it does look like you will be able to find that new job with the Nine of Cups. Okay. We're almost done. And you've been dating since July. You're still together. It looks like it's going to last through the winter for sure. With those specific cards, it does seem like it's lasting through the cold part of the year. And it, Lopa, what is Kay feeling for me? Why is he cold with me? Will he clear the misunderstanding? Lopa, what is Kay feeling? He doesn't know. Why is he cold? Yeah, he's going through something. He doesn't know how he's feeling. He's going through changes, and will he clear up the misunderstanding? I don't think so. With the Chariot in reverse, honestly, he may be getting some sense of control out of treating you negatively. The worse he treats you, the better you may be treating him. He doesn't really know how he feels, but at the same time, he can kind of pull your strings a little bit. And he's kind of going through a lot. So my advice would be to put your focus elsewhere. You deserve someone who thinks you're their dream, who maybe I don't know how I feel isn't good enough, okay? Go give him a little distance and don't let him pull on your strings, and then see if he finds you're worth, making that effort for. Because it feels to me like you're doing all the work of trying to please him, and that's just only kind of backfiring for you. So sorry about that. Let me see. What else we got? Hi, can I ask, is my health going to improve? Okay. Not a doctor, so seek out proper medical advice. Question for lots of X's. Is their health going to... Ten of Pentacles? In reverse? I think that you need to see your doctor, and if your doctor is telling you that you have a very serious condition that is not going to improve, don't look towards, then you're going to need to come to accept that and make whatever necessary arrangements. Yeah, I do feel like there's, obviously do what you can, but Don't fall into wishful thinking. You're going to need to face whatever this health situation is. With qualified professionals. Definitely seeing that you need to believe the health professionals around you and take their words very seriously. There could be a serious condition and you need to address it. Rather than trying to, be in denial. Aphrodite, hello, Aphrodite. Enter the chat. Andrew, hey Andrew. Good to see you. Okay, well, these cards are slippery today. Sandra Otar, hi. When will I find my true love? How will I know, my darling? Hello, everyone who has joined after I closed the readings. Sorry that I cannot read for those down below the stars. Anyone joining now? I will be ending soon. Feel free to subscribe and click the bell and catch me the next time I'm on. I gotta scroll up, I gotta scroll down. Unstuck is such a great name. If you're still hanging out, Unstruck, I love it. Unstuck, I mean. Lopa, you're welcome. Mr. Mickey, that sticker is so cute. Where are the stars? I put stars up, and my stars disappeared. Do they not show up? Oh, Sandra wants to know about her true love. Okay. We're going to find out about Sandra's true love. When will she find her true love? Okay. Please tell us what Sandra needs to know about her true love. You can't make it happen. You can't do anything. If you go to church, because you could find them at church. Oh. Even a wedding. An event or a wedding. So you can't force it, basically, is what I'm saying. It's not like you can do anything. You can show up to things looking your best. Definitely go to things. Go to any events that you are invited to, that you can go to. The Hierophant does, church. I don't know. Some people go to church, some people don't. I'm not saying you have to, but if you do, if there's some holiday events coming up. But the 4 of Wands, I mean, for sure, they're coming along. They're coming around. They want to celebrate with you. Winds are not my strong suit, so all I can tell you is that I do see celebration in your future. Andrew Arcana, my favorite lurker. Mr. Mickey, hi, can't hear you. Can't hear me. Oh boy. Okay, that was temporary. Good. Mickey, Mr. Mickey, can I get a tarot reading for my love? Iman, hello. Okay, hello. Terry, Galladay, hello. Iman, you missed me. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Okay. Mr. Mickey would like a reading for his love. Mr. Mickey, how do you get these cool stickers? Okay. I'm not sure exactly what you want for your love. Love in your life or a specific person that you are calling your love. Mr. Mickey wants a love reading, okay? Oh, we've got a woman with some money of her own. She works hard for the money. She works very hard. She makes her own money. I think she might be looking for, honestly, someone to help her with the load, carry the heavy load. Someone to make her life a little bit easier. She's got a lot of struggles, and she's definitely looking for someone who can really, be her knight in shining armor, be her hero, sweep her off her feet, and make her life better than it is now. Assuming that it's a she that you're interested in. Okay. But I did see a woman with money. So now, as I said, she works hard for her money, so I don't think she's, she's not like independently wealthy or looking for someone to. She's not looking for someone to spoil, but she's looking for someone to help her with her stress and strains. But who is, like her dream come true, basically, is what she's looking for. She's looking for her true love. And you are too, I think. Terry, can I get a read? I've never had one. Sure. Okay, I'm watching from Mississippi. Oh, fun. Okay. Did you have a specific question, Terry, or did you want a general reading? Anita Kumari. General reading for my father, Sanjay Kumar, please. Okay, so I'm gonna do Anika, a general reading, and then Nyla said, "Good morning, love, Gemini gang." I can maybe catch Nyla because she was here right before I said no more readings. She was probably typing this as I was. And okay. So we got Anika, Nyla, and Terry. So Terry, let me know if you want a general or if you have a specific question, and I will do a Nika general reading for your father. Okay, we want to know about your father. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, I switched the decks. I didn't realize I'd done that. Okay, so I'm feeling like your father is struggling with some practical difficulties. I don't know, it could be health or it could be don't panic. Is he recently widowed? There's definitely a weight. I feel like there's a weight on him, and it feels like he is having a hard time, like with his health or with getting his basic needs met. I'm feeling like he's possibly been widowed because we have the Three of Swords with, the emotional, the heartbreak, the mourning kind of card, and like this sort of sense of like he's having to do things on his own. Maybe, he's having a hard time getting his needs met. I would definitely check in on him, see what he needs, because I feel like he needs help and he's too proud to ask. I hope your father is okay. Blessings to him. Okay. Readings are closed for anyone just entering right now. Feel free to subscribe, click the bell so that I can get you the next time. I'm doing 2 more readings. I'm going to do Nyla, and then after that, I'm going to do Terry. If I don't have a specific question, I will give Terry a general so that if Terry stepped away, when they come back, they can rewatch. What was Nyla's question? Does Jay Smooth never want to be in a relationship with me? Ever wants to be in a relationship with me? Is he in love with me? Please and thank you. Nyla wants to know, does Jay want a relationship? Another one that seems to be undecided. Or not, he's not making a move towards you. I think his feelings are platonic from the looks of the cards right now. Yeah. Looks to me like it's platonic. If he's flirting with you or whatever, I think he's just passing the time. I don't know. Or maybe he could be just seeing, like, if he can, but it feels very platonic to me. It feels like he's not moving towards you. Doesn't feel to me like he wants a physical relationship with you. It's like if he's coming onto you at all, if he's being flirtatious, I feel like he's just playing a role. If that makes sense. So sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it doesn't look like it to me. All right. Final reading. Oh, okay. Nyla. So that's what you were feeling? Yeah, guys do that. They mess around with us, like, for reasons that don't quite make sense. I had a guy way back in, like, middle school who would flirt with me like crazy. And he didn't know what he wanted, really. Whenever I was not available, he hit on me harder. Whenever I was available, he pulled back. Grew up, he ended up being gay. So I'll be right back. But basically, he didn't know what he wanted, and he acted goofy because of it. All right, I am back for the last question. Terry Galladay. I did not see a question, so I'm going to do a general reading. And just want to say that Andrew Arcana, apologies, is an angel. Thank you so much. General reading for Galladay. I forgot the first name now. Hold on again. Back again. I had to plug my small phone where I read the messages from in, and I had to go somewhere to do that. Sorry. Terry Galladay has requested a reading, and Terry Galladay is our final reading for today. Everyone who did not get a reading, as I have said, feel free to subscribe and click on the bell, and then the next time I go live, you'll get that notification and you can ask right away. Okay. Terry Galladay. Gold and Angelite. Yes, that's right. I pulled out my Angel Crystal Angel cards. God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers, Terry. So feeling like there may be something very specific you're struggling with, but you don't want to address it, or you just want to see if maybe the reading will touch on it. Angelite. Wow. Yeah. We've got, God and angel. I mean, they're angel cards, but specifically Angelite. Spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. There's your angel message. And then I'm going to draw from the Morgan Greer deck. Just decided I wanted to shake it up for the very last reading. Okay, these cards are amazing, but they're slippery little suckers. Okay. Goddesses and guides, please just give me some cards to read for Terry. A general reading for Terry. Ace of Cups. So we do have blessings coming forward. Again, divine intervention, miracles. Ace of Cups is literally a card of grace and blessings pouring forth. Angels are watching over you. If you've been connecting with deity, if you've been searching for answers, you've been praying to have your requests fulfilled, I feel like blessings are coming to you, comforting energy of angels. I have been feeling like there's a lot of angel energy around lately. Wanted to read with my angel cards. Literally getting a lot of visitors like through here of people with names with angel in their name, Angela, or angel is part of their name. The same day that I did angel readings, if you go look back, check out my angel reading. That might be helpful to you as well. You literally have 3 cards. I'm still shuffling. I'm still looking to see what else message there is for you. Okay, here it is. Justice. Okay. So there's something that you've been wanting justice for, something perhaps like you felt like there was some wrongdoing done to someone close to you or someone that you or yourself. And I do see the scales being balanced. I do see the blessings being poured out. I do see the angels around you, welcoming you, protecting you. Divine intervention. Your prayers have are being heard, and I do feel like good things are coming to you. So that's our final message. Thank you so much for joining me, tarot friends. I'm glad we could end on a very positive note. I hope that you'll join me again the next time. Until then, please be well. Everyone who has a need that requires professional guidance, please see your doctor, talk to a lawyer, talk to a financial advisor. Remember that this is just a card reading. It is for entertainment purposes only. It can give you guidance and enlightenment, but it cannot solve all your problems. That is your job. So, from me to you, sending love and growth and enlightenment your way. Be well.